Hello guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. And I say first, but it's not really my first because I did film one a couple of days ago actually, but I never ended up posting it. So this is going to count as my first one instead. So obviously I started making videos on TikTok at the start of this year, and then I thought, why don't I expand that to YouTube as well? So hence why I'm also starting to post on YouTube too. So today's video is actually going to be a get ready with me and do my makeup routine, my everyday makeup routine, while I answer some questions that I've asked ChatGPT to give me, so that you guys can get to know me a bit more, because I do have one of these videos that I recently posted on TikTok, but obviously on TikTok you can only do a 10-minute video, so you can't really get too in-depth. So this is why YouTube is perfect. If you guys enjoy watching my TikTok videos, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube, because I want to make sure that I become your next comfort creator, who that you can watch and resonate with, and you know, someone who you can relate to. I aspire to be that creator in somebody's life, because there's hundreds of creators that I've watched who have done that for me. Not hundreds actually, but there's been like a fair few. Alright guys, I don't know how the quality is going to be on this, because I am filming on my phone because I'm yet to get a camera, but hopefully that will be something that I buy soon. But yeah, let's just get into it. First thing I'm going to do is moisturize, and I'm using the simple one because I do not spend that much on primers, or like, yeah, primers actually. I don't spend that much money on primers. I don't even own that many primers because I just never feel the need to use them, because I'm always like using like good, rich, like heavy cream to moisturize my face. So my face is usually pretty moisturized. So I don't feel the need for primer. Also, I feel like it doesn't do that much for my skin, to be honest. But I'm just going in with that because I'm filming this quite a bit later on in the day, so my skin kind of has dried a little bit. So yeah, that's the first step. And the first question is obviously going to be, what is my name and my age? And so my name is Alaina Sally, and I am 19 years old. I turned 20 this year actually, at the end of August, and my ethnicity is Turkish Cypriot, half Turkish Cypriot, quarter Mauritian and quarter English. So quite a lot going on there. I am definitely a mix of three things, which I love. Because I'm a bit more tanned at the moment, I'm going to go in with this Physicians Formula Brightening Complex SPF 20. This foundation I have, like, it's the first foundation that I ever actually bought and actually continued using, because it's literally so natural. And in terms of foundation, I usually go for something like very skin-like, and then I just obviously bulk it out with my concealer, which is more like full coverage. So just going in with this. Second question would be, where do I live? And you know what, I'm not going to make this questions, guys. I'm just going to make this facts that I tell you about myself. That will be easier. So yeah, instead of doing questions, because obviously nobody's asked me these, so we'll do them as facts instead. So second fact is, I live in the UK, and I have done since birth, but I obviously go to Cyprus every year on holiday because that's where the majority of my family is. Third fact is, I am actually going to university this year, 2 years after when I was supposed to go, because I was supposed to go after I finished sixth form, age 18, but I didn't end up going, and for various reasons. So I am now going, and I'm actually going to be studying acting and performance, because guys, like, anything to do with entertainment industry, you know, presenting, even dance, to be honest, I was into at one point. Just anything like that I've always been into as a child. Making videos, I used to make hundreds of videos as a kid to entertain people. I even used to like write newspaper reports about my family members when they'd all piss me off as well, at one point, and I still have them in my drawer. But yeah, just anything where I can be creative and like do my own thing is what I want to pursue in life. Right, now that that's more or less blended out, we're gonna go in with a concealer that I've literally used for years now, and it's the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade, I always go for the same shade as well because it just always works for me. What is the shade? Oh yeah, light beige. So that's what it looks like. All right, third fact would be that I have one sister. She is 18, she will be 19 next year in February. And yeah, I've always been, to be honest, a family orientated person, and I think it's because obviously I have such a massive family in Cyprus, and like obviously all of my fondest memories I made there with all of my family and stuff. And also guys, I've just gone underneath my eyes, as you can see, and over any of my spots that you can still see through the foundation, and right now I have quite a few of them. So yeah, as I was saying, I am definitely a family orientated person. I'm really close to pretty much everyone in my family, and I need to also cover this spot up on my neck. I don't even know how that got there. So yeah, I can't remember how many facts we've said now, but I think this is like fourth or fifth. So fourth fact is I have only ever been in one relationship in my life, and that happened when I was, I'm pretty sure, I think I was 17 or 18, so it wasn't that long ago. No, I was 18 when I got into my first relationship, and it lasted about 6 months, and then you know, it just didn't work out for both of us. So you know what happens, you leave the relationship. So that's what happened to us, but that's another fact. Guys, now this is all nice and blended, I'm just gonna go in with my curve case. Ever since I bought this, I have not stopped using it. I love it so much. It's such a creamy palette to have in your makeup bag. Like, it really is so versatile, and as I said, it just blends so well. So let me just grab my brush for this, which is here. All right, fifth fact. Oh yeah, and I'll tell you what shade I'm going in with. It's Caramel Chisel, which is this one, literally the one that's been used the most, as you can see. Right, fifth fact is well, I need to think about the fifth fact. All right, fifth fact would be that I'm quite a social person. I would say I'm definitely an extrovert as opposed to an introvert, and the way I think that you can work out whether you're an introvert or an extrovert is like, if you could, you know, spend, like, if you had a chance to go on a solo trip or a trip with friends and family, which one would you pick? And if you're leaning towards the solo trip, then you're clearly an introvert. But if you would rather go with your friends and family like me, then you're clearly an extrovert and would rather be among other people and stuff. So yeah, I would say I'm definitely an extrovert. I'm a very friendly person, very kind, very empathetic person, and I always have been. I would definitely say I'm an empath, and I've sort of like understood that more about myself as I've gotten older. I'm definitely very empathetic. I'm also a very good therapist, guys. I give like some hella good advice, and not to like toot my own horn or anything, but I actually give some majorly good advice. My advice is actually therapy worthy. It's that good. That sounds really cocky, but it actually is. Like, I'm just very good at giving advice and understanding people's situations and things like that. So that's some facts sort of about sort of like who I am as a person. So my contour, as you can see, I've just done on my forehead, my cheeks, my nose, and then a bit under my lip, and also got it here by mistake. My sixth fact for you guys would be that I think it's 5 people. There's 5 really close people that I have in my family that I'm especially close to. One of them is my older cousin called Mert, M-E-R-T. As in, like, in an English accent you would say Mert, but his name is Mert, and he helped me through so many tough times last year, and he's definitely become one of my favorite cousins. So he's someone who I'm really close with. Second person who I'm really close with in my family is my cousin Sherife. And she's actually Merrick's sister, and it's my dad's oldest sister's children. So they're both my first cousins, and I'm close to them both so much. Like, they're like my siblings. They're not even like my cousins anymore. Like, I class them as my siblings. I talk to them both every day, and Merrick actually lives in the UK as well now. But yeah, they're two people who I'm so close to. And then the last three people is my auntie, which is their mum. I'm so close to her. She also helped me through so many tough times last year. And the second two people is also another one of my aunties, but it's my mum's younger sister. I love my auntie. She is honestly one of my favourite people in my family, or my teyze, as I should say, because that is what I call her, and that is what it is in Turkish. And then her daughter, my other first cousin, I told you I have a big family, guys, is someone who I'm also really close to, and I class as someone who I really consider to be like somebody who's really important in my life. So that's just a bit about who I'm really close to in my family. Otherwise, guys, I've just gone in with Sweet Cheeks, which is this second one here, and this is such a lovely pink for the summer, because look at the colour. It's just like, you can't really see it because the sun's shining on it, but it's such a like bright pink. This one here, so nice. I'm just going to set my face with the Fit Me Maybelline powder, and then just a random powder puff, but this is the Brushworks one if you guys were interested. Seventh fact would be what's my seventh fact? Okay, seventh fact is actually a bit of advice that I would give to anyone, and my advice that so far that I've learned in this life to be the most important would be to always trust yourself, always go with what you want to do in life. If you have goals, try and make them happen for yourself, and basically just like prioritize your needs and emotions and all this stuff. I would definitely say that that is like the most important thing that I've learned so far in this life. Now I'm just going in with this NYX bronzer, and I'm just going to put that over the top of my contour. And the eighth fact would be some of my hobbies include going to the gym, reading, watching any sort of Turkish series out there, definitely listening to music. My favourite artist is obviously The Weeknd. I've said this so many times on my TikTok. It's literally all over my TikTok page because I just love him. And recently I've been seeing like loads of people who are at Dua Lipa's concert, and her concerts honestly look so good, and I think her music is also really good. So either The Weeknd or Dua Lipa's concert is two that I'd really want to go to. And I forgot to say, but this was... Oh my god, I've just broken my flipping bronzer. You're actually kidding me. Right, well that's great. This is also would class as one of my hobby, like doing TikTok, YouTube, all of this, and also like doing acting. All of that is definitely like up there with my hobbies, and that is literally what I'm going to uni to do. So it's what I enjoy, so it makes it a hobby for me. Guys, I'm just going in with the Revolution pomade. It's literally rubbed off because I've had this for so long. Like, there's nothing on the lid, but it is in the shade dark brown. Pretty easy to remember. And I'm just gonna fill in my eyebrows. All right, 11th fact, I'm pretty sure I've lost count now, is that I am definitely more of a morning person, I would say, than a night person. And I'm definitely more of a dog person than a cat person. And another fact would be that my parents have never allowed us to get a dog. They swear that when we leave a house we can do what we want, but while we're in their house we are not allowed to get a dog. If this doesn't scream old generational Turkish Cypriot parents or foreign parents, I don't know what does, because that's just crazy. Like, a dog would actually bring us so much joy as well. That's literally like the sad thing about it, is that we're literally all low-key missing out on enjoying our lives a bit more, but oh well. Now to gel my eyebrows down, I'm using the e.l.f. brow lift, which I've literally almost run out of, basically have. So I've got a new one in my drawer waiting for me, but I need to finish this one first. Okay, 12th fact would be, so 12th fact would be that last year, no, sorry, in 2023 we lost, no, it was last year actually, in 2024 last year we lost my nan, who was my dad's mum, and literally our family has never been the same since. Like, she was literally the heart and soul of our family, and I've never experienced something like that bad before. Like, it's just so horrible when someone that important leaves your life. Like, it's literally horrible, and my heart goes out to anyone else who has gone through that, because losing a grandparent who is literally your family's like glue is horrible. So I've done my eyebrows. Now we're gonna do my mascara, and also on the days that I'm feeling a bit more bougie, I also go in with a winged liner, or liquid liner, sorry. And this one, has this dried up? No, thank God. The lid wasn't on this properly, but this is by Kiko, and yeah, I just use this to do my wings. So I'm gonna do that because I want to show you guys like the full Elena makeup tutorial experience. I'll try and show you guys on this eye, because for me it doesn't take that long, and when done correctly, I think that a wing can just make your makeup look so classy. So it's literally, oh shit, I spoke too soon. I'm gonna need to clean that up a little bit, but it's literally as simple as that. I just follow like the lash line, and I don't take it too far up, or, you know, I don't leave it too short either. Just like something, just elongate it, and then I don't bring it too far into my lash line. It's literally just on the end. And the great thing about a wing is I don't even necessarily need mascara after this, you know. I could just go out like this because it's done a little bit of something for my eyes, but, you know, not too much. So you could dress this up 100% with lashes and a smoky sort of eye look. And I did that actually for one of my cousin's weddings, and it did turn out really good. So you could do something like that, or yeah, you could just leave it. I'm gonna pop some mascara on quickly as well. I think this is now the 13th fact. 13th fact would be that I did A-levels, and I did sociology, English literature, and art and design, art, craft and design, and I did not do well in my A-levels, guys. I'm gonna be honest, I did not do well, and that's because I fucked them off, and I was like, I'm not gonna study because after I leave sixth form, you know, I'm just gonna go off and make money and stuff. And I was at a point where I was so lost. That is, guys, that is like the most lost I've ever been in my life, is after I left sixth form, because it's a lot of change and you've got to make a decision like pretty quickly, and all the teachers are like saying go to uni because you're probably going to end up going to uni at some point anyways, which yeah, might be true, but it's like a lot of sort of pressure. So anyways, I didn't do well on my A-levels, but I did really well on my GCSEs, and quite honestly I'm glad that I did well on my GCSEs as opposed to my A-levels, because your GCSEs, oh my god, where's all that black marks come from? Right, I just had to touch up my eyeliner and just get rid of them black marks. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm more grateful that I did well on my GCSEs as opposed to my A-levels, because employers look more at your GCSEs and like your university wants your GCSE results and stuff. And yeah, your GCSEs are just very much important. I would even say more important than your A-levels, to be honest, because some people don't even do A-levels. They go and do like apprenticeships afterwards, and you know, people just always circling back to your GCSEs. So I'm glad I did well in them, and my two best subjects were English literature and also drama. Surprise, surprise. Those are like the running themes in my life. Like, I've always wanted to do something to do with English and also drama. Like, either one I knew I would end up pursuing in the future, because they were both just my strong points. And so that probably shows you guys that I'm more on the creative side of the brain, the human brain, and I'm more, you know, on that side. I think it's the right side, isn't it? And the left side is like more logical, more like, you know what I mean? There is that division between the sides of the brain. So I'm more on the right side, if I'm correct. For highlighter, which I don't always do, but today I am, just because I said you guys need the full Elena makeup tutorial experience. So we're going in with the e.l.f. Baked highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls. Guys, this used to be a massive dome, as you can see, of highlighter. And then I dropped it, and now it's literally down to this, which I can't complain about because at least there is some left. But like, this is the most prettiest highlighter you guys are going to see, because the sun is really, like, what is that word? It's really the flipping paid actor right now, the sun, because look, it's right in the right place, so I can show you guys. But look at that, it's just so nice. And I'm going to do some on my cheeks as well, because why not? With this rather convenient brush, which is by Real Techniques 411 liquid highlighter brush. Well, that's good because this is not liquid, but it is highlighter. See? Oh my goodness me, look at that. And then obviously when you go out of the light, it doesn't like leave that awful mark that makes you look like really ashy, which is good. So yeah, that's my highlighter. So we are ending the end of this video. We are nearing the end, and the last step is actually lips. So I'm going to be using, if I can find it, and my lip oil was leaked again. So for my lips, I use, the sun is really bright now, this Kylie lip gloss. The lighting is not going to do me justice right now, in the shade 319 Diva. And I have actually shown this routine on my TikTok. Let's just put it like that for a sec. And then the Rimmel Cappuccino lip liner, which everyone is using at the moment, and the L'Oreal Paris. This is a high shine lip balm, plumping lip balm sort of thing, and I've had it for so long the shade has literally rubbed off. But it's just a really nice sort of, I don't know what happened to it in my bag. Wait, I need to cover my face so this focuses. Yeah, it's not going to focus, but it's like this really pinky nude, like perfect inner lip sort of colour. So let me just line my lips quick. So there's no real art to doing this. Pretty much everybody does it the same way. And yeah, that's literally it, and I need to clean this up. Right, today I am actually feeling the Kylie pink gloss, so we're just going to put some of that in the middle, because I can't go wrong with this gloss. This gloss always makes my lips so good. Only thing is, my lips are a bit dry now, so please excuse that. But this is actually a finished look, guys. I'd say it's actually really, I've perfected this routine actually over a period of time, because like it's sort of all of my routines mixed into one, because sometimes I used to do like no highlighter and like no blush, and you know, I would only do cream contour, but now I've sort of learned to put the bronzer over it so it's more like visible. So it's really like the perfect routine for me, you know. And I'm gonna set it also with this Studio London by Superdrug matte setting spray. And I've said a lot in my TikToks, I'm more of a matte girl now. I used to be a dewy finish girl, but if you highlight your face with highlighter anyways, you don't really need to go in with a dewy setting spray. I just think it makes me look oily these days, and I don't really like the look of it. I prefer the matte look because you look more put together, I feel like, and it just looks more aesthetic, your makeup. Like you can see the blush more, you can see the bronzer because there's no like shine on it, so you can like directly see it. So let me just spray a bit of this on there as well. But yes guys, that is actually the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. You'll definitely be seeing more content from me. You definitely will be, because now that I'm on this journey, I'm not getting off of this beautiful content creating the life that I want, train that I'm on. I'm not getting off of it, so you'll be seeing me more and more on your screens, hopefully. And to anyone that has watched this video, and I've literally got setting spray dripping down my lip, but to anybody who has seen this video and watched it, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support always. And yeah, guys, leave a comment, you know, go and follow my TikTok. I don't know about my Instagram yet. Right now, that is just people who I know that I'm allowing follow me and stuff. And also because I don't have that much of a big platform yet, people are not really wanting to follow my Instagram, but oh well. So yeah, thank you for watching guys. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.